Hello, it's April 2022. I just want to briefly share something that I kind of realized with myself. And ever since this happened to me on May 4th, 2013, I would always think about, we'll call it daydream or whatever, just getting away from civilization, getting away from people, and, you know, having some land in the middle of nowhere, far away. Not too far, but far enough to be a bit of a drive, having a little cabin and so forth. And I've shared this in some older videos, that dream of mine. And just to get away from everyone, everything, because just seeing how wicked the world is and how people are and how society is getting worse and worse. And I've come to realize over the years, and I think a part of me was kind of in denial, because it's like I just want to get away from it, run away from the corruption, the stupidity of society and people. And it's not to state or imply that everyone in society is bad. And it's interesting because over the years, as just before I lose, use the descriptive hope or whatever with people overall, someone comes along, reaches out, and offers their support. So I can't very well just blanket all of society being wicked and corrupt and stupid and whatever. And it seems to come at the right time. And I remember last winter, for example, was brutal on me, especially with that cheap diesel heater not working most of the time, and minus 40 Celsius, and no food, gas, money, anything. It was just brutal. And when I think about it, I still get all knotted up, just remembering. And when this winter started rolling in, we started getting those, not for the whole winter, but we had snow and blizzards, and we did have high minus 30s, negative. I didn't know how I was going to survive, how I was going to make it through again. It just wears you out. No matter how strong of a character you are, and I've said this before many times, too much by too many for too long will take its toll. And at the start of this winter, or well, at some point near the beginning, there was some nice, very, very nice people that actually helped me get through this winter, because I was still having problems with the heater. And then other people came along, and I did a video that I got a new heater, works great, but there were still issues with batteries and everything else. And if it wasn't for these very kind people, I would have, I don't know. And then other people over time helped as best as they could during this, and I haven't forgotten. And I've learned to really appreciate every little thing that, especially when somebody offers something, whether it just be an ear to, just helping me out with gas and some food and stuff, or helping me get through the winter, which was priceless for me. And it's hard to, again, I'm going to use it as a poor descriptive, to have bitterness with society. And I've said before, people, especially in the truther community, we need more whistleblowers, we need this and this and that, but nobody stands up and actually supports them, helps them, especially in the aftermath. And then people come along. And then, recently, met a very nice family and had an opportunity to spend some time with them and so forth, and had some really interesting conversations. And having when was it? I think it was a few weeks ago now. Anyway, having that physio type of work done out of the blue, which was a great relief. And again, I started to get to the negative spiral, downward spiral with my views on society overall, and then these things happened. But my point is about just getting away. And I've noticed over the years, spending a lot of time isolated. Remember over the years being out in the bush. Sometimes I think the longest I went without any interaction with anyone was like 2 weeks before I had to go get supplies. And I mean, that's not really, you go to the store, grab supplies and stuff, you're briefly interacting, but I always felt good being around people, even if it was just briefly like that. And I've noticed how much I miss just talking with people, meeting people, listening to their stories. And I have noticed, and I've mentioned this before, because I don't get an opportunity to talk to people as much as maybe I want to, and I try to convince myself I don't need to, but lying to myself. I end up having like verbal diarrhea because it's just like I have someone to talk to, and and pick a topic, and I'm talking, and there's one individual guy that when I have an opportunity to talk, sometimes I think it's gonna be, and it's face-to-face talk, it's just gonna be like 5 minutes. We spend hours talking, and I really enjoy that, and I think he does too. And I realize that I just like being around people. So this whole thing for me to just go somewhere so far remote, away from everyone, would I be able to handle it? Now, I could deal with it, and I have, but is it really me? Or is that the hurt me, trying to convince the real me that just go away, watch the world burn? Well, I'm going to have to watch the world burn because that's the direction the world's going, but I digress. And it's just a shame that, and I'm not trying to boast or anything or pump myself up, but, I look back and always try to be a contributing member of society, educated myself, did things, as much as some people might think that going to the big corporate world and stepping on the little guy didn't help society. I've also helped people, individuals. I like people. I like to help people. I'd rather be helping people than being helped. And that's been a real struggle for me, is being helped, being in the situation, being vulnerable. And I've shared vulnerable moments with the whole world. It's not easy to do. And I have the trolls ridiculing that, whatever. Empty people. It's a shame, though, not just myself, but other people. I've mentioned Daniel Holtzclaw, Stephen Avery, Leslie Vass, countless of people who have fallen victim to a system, a judicial system that people just blindly trust, and they don't even understand what it's really all about. And when you look at the judicial system, It's basically social justice on steroids. And what we're seeing more and more, especially the past decade, maybe we'll say 2 decades, political correctness, these social justice warriors and movements, there's many of them, just a reflection of what's above. What's above, same as below type of thing. But yeah, I realized if I had the opportunity, if I had the opportunity right now, I probably would just go away for a little while and turn off all the electronics and everything else, and just need that time to fully decompress. And even the opportunities I have had over the years and recently had some reprieve. I guess the injustice is still hanging over my head. Maybe there's a part of me that prays to be exonerated, to have my name cleared, so I could heal and move on fully. But I would need some time, just like I said for years, I need a vacation when this is all over, anticipating, hoping, praying that things would have ended differently. But it's just, for me, it's just been going from one thing to the next. But I think ultimately, I like being around people. I enjoy even sitting in the parking lots like I am right now in front of a donut shop, Tim Hortons for Canadians. And I've met a lot of people just sitting in different parking lots, and you recognize people, and then you start up a conversation. Sometimes just randomly somebody will walk by and just start talking, even if it's just about the weather and stuff. And sometimes you see them again, the conversation expands, and I really enjoy that. So am I someone that would, I'm not a loner, I'm not an introvert, very much the opposite of both. So yeah, I realized that a part of me has been lying to me all these years. Now, it's not to say that I don't enjoy solitude and thought, very much so, we all do. But really, I enjoy you. I enjoy the feedback that I get from my efforts with my videos and my posts, and the interaction. Enjoy people. I've said before, it's kind of a love-hate with society overall, but when you meet individuals, I enjoy it. So I'm just really sharing a truth about myself, lying to myself. I just want to get away. And part of me, I guess, still does, but it's not me. So, maybe my sharing this may click with you. You might be in the same boat. You wanna be introverted, but you're actually an extrovert. You're trying to convince yourself. So maybe this helps. Even if it's just to say, hey, you're not alone. Anyway, that's all I really want to say. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share.
Listen to this and write it down if you can't remember it. You're never going to outgrow warfare. You simply must learn to fight. I hear people saying to me, oh, when is it going to get easier? When you die.